Are you ready now? Welcome back to Misty and your boy Ike.
Can I talk now?
Yes.
It's really hard for me to be quiet like that.
They didn't hear that other part where I said she talked through the intro 3 times.
I did, and then I had to be quiet, so I basically held my breath
for like
the whole
10
time.
whole seconds.
It was really hard.
Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. So today is apparently a birthday.
It is.
It's a birthday.
You know, it is the original G.
Oh, yeah. Big G. Big G.
Which is
GC.
George motherfreaking Clooney.
Oh, season 2. We don't swear in season 2 now, folks.
Okay, motherfucking.
Whoa.
George motherfucking Clooney.
Whoa. Beep.
I mean, we put that in the Jennifer Aniston birthday episode.
Well, that was the last season. Season
That's
2.
true.
Season
Turn
2,
it over, knee leaves.
Now for children and
I wouldn't
kids
go
of
that
all
far.
ages. Okay. Well, how old is George Clooney?
He's 60.
Man, he looks good for 60.
Shit, yeah, he does.
Bro, if you're watching this, let me
look good.
let me just say a little something to you, George. From one silver fox to another. I'm just happy to be much younger and more handsome than you are, but
Wow.
I just want you to know I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of how you look and all your accomplishments.
I don't know what just happened, but I liked it.
I spoke directly to George.
You did.
Yeah.
George is 60. I still can't get over that. He's 60.
That means I have like 19 years to become George Clooney.
Yeah. When you think about it in terms like that, like, it seems a little less daunting.
I want to know how old he was when Ocean's 11 came out.
Well, I can tell you he was born in 1961 in Lexington, Kentucky, which also surprised me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a country boy.
Oh, sure. Yeah. He sent in the last election, he sent a bunch of money down there. When?
What?
He did some stuff for some politics during the last election in that state.
Incredibly political, which I dig about him. He's very smart.
Oh,
what are you looking up?
I was going to look up how old he was when Ocean's 11 came out.
Oh, okay.
But now I'm going to do the math on how old he was when Dusk Till Dawn came out.
Right. Which was kind of his breakthrough role.
Was it really?
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. That was his breakthrough, like, film role. He was on TV for a long time. Obviously, before that. He was on The Facts of Life. He was a handyman. He also was on The Golden Girls. Mm-hmm. And he was on Roseanne. He was the plant manager at Roseanne's plant where her and her sister worked.
That's right. So he already had a stack of TV
So
money.
he did all of that before he had a starring role on ER. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he was a pretty big, like, TV actor for a pretty lengthy amount of time before he actually bridged over into making movies.
Yeah. You want to know how old he was when Ocean's 11 came out?
I do, actually.
Which, by the way, Ocean's 11 came out in December 7th, 2001. Dusk Till Dawn came out in 1996. So he only had 5 years to become that Ocean's 11 George Clooney from Dusk Till Dawn.
Wow.
He was a flat 40 years old. He was 40 and a half.
First of all, I can't believe that Ocean's 11 is that old already.
Yeah.
I literally feel like I remember seeing it just like yesterday, the first time.
Right.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I mean, the original Ocean's 11.
Oh. Where Danny Ocean was played by Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. Was 1960.
Wow.
So when the first Ocean's 11 came out, 1960, when he was born in what? 60?
He was not born yet.
Yeah, but when the second
His mom was probably pregnant with him.
When the second one came out, he's almost as old as the movie, right?
Right.
So now the original is 61 years old.
So
and now
20 more
60.
years. So
Yeah.
time for another.
I don't think that's a coincidence. It's just something that happened.
That's kind of interesting, though.
Can we talk about how he got... Does this have anything about how he was just born famous already?
Well, he does come from a little bit of a showbiz family. Mm-hmm. But his aunt was Rosemary Clooney. I mean, what is your impression of how he was famous already?
I mean, so everybody knows that the most massive movie of all time is White Christmas, right? Yeah. So that's his aunt.
Rosemary Clooney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most famous movie.
But
of all
most
time.
People couldn't pick Rosemary Clooney out of a lineup.
Well, most people don't watch White Christmas with their mom every year.
Aw. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I watch it every year with my mom.
Oh, I think that's cute.
This year we had to watch it over Zoom.
Well, okay, here's what's funny, though, is that he does talk about how even though, he did have a pretty famous relative and a few other offshoots in the family, he worked a series of, like, pretty ridiculously crappy jobs while he was trying to become an actor. And, like, he did the whole Hollywood thing that everyone else did. Like, he lived with a really, like, crazy roommate and, like, he bought suits at like the Five and Dime to wear to try to like be impressive looking. And I mean, he's got some stories. He definitely didn't use those ins as like, oh, I'm just going to say my aunt is Rosemary Clooney and get film roles. He wanted to actually do it on his own, which I think is cool. I have a lot of respect for people like that.
You know who I have a lot of respect for?
No.
Batman. George was Batman
I know.
a year after his breakout role in Dusk Till Dawn. He's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
He must have taken some of his TV success with him.
Well, yeah, of course.
But Batman. Oh, I'm Batman.
I mean, that was back then. Like, it was very uncommon for someone that was a TV actor to be able to bridge over into film roles that easily and quickly. Like, he had a pretty solid start.
Yeah.
I mean, he also did that movie with Jennifer Lopez, Out of Sight, and then he did Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Mm-hmm. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou was in
Three
the 2000s.
Kings. Do you remember Three Kings?
Three Kings was badass, dude. When they found all that gold at the end.
See?
And then we took all that gold and made this new set.
It's true, we did.
Yeah. So, side tangent. This has nothing to do with George, but he was 37 or 38 when he was Batman. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out how old.
Michael Keaton?
The other one, the new Batman's, the new guy.
Ben Affleck?
Ugh. Ben Affleck is in his 50s.
Robert Pattinson.
No.
The new one.
That would be interesting too.
I
How
don't.
old?
Val Kilmer? Like, I'm naming off every Batman.
except the one that was in the last trilogy with
Christian Bale.
Yes. How old was Christian
Bale? I've blocked
Bale?
that one out.
How old was Christian
Blocked.
Bale when Batman came out? He was 34. Nope, he's 34 now.
No, he's not.
No,
he's
older than me.
not. Christian Bale is not 34 years old.
How old is Christian Bale when Batman came out? Christian Bale was 34
Okay.
when Batman came out.
That makes more sense.
But what was the other guy in the new Batman? What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
How old do you think he is? He's got to be
I think
a
he's
baby.
around 35.
Really?
34, 35, yeah. Or maybe a little younger.
Boop. Let's see here. Because he was a baby. He's 34!
34!
Whoa! Okay, we need to do or create a Batman age conspiracy theory chart. And a whole
Okay.
episode on how old people were when they were Batman. Why haven't we done a Batman episode yet?
Because you and I always fight because you love the Christian Bale, and I actually don't think Ben Affleck was that bad.
But
And all that we would do is sit and fight for 15
And that's
minutes.
all for today's episode,
See?
folks.
Exactly. I didn't say he was good.
Oh.
What I said was I don't think he was as bad as what everyone else
Look
thinks.
at that heat on her face.
I just
She's getting fired
I
up.
don't
bro.
like
She's
it
getting
when my
fired up.
words are misconstrued.
Well, okay. Okay, I'll take this. Look, I think Ben Affleck was good as Batman when it's not about him being Batman. Like in Wonder Woman. When he just pops in for a second and pops out.
You just don't like a lot of him.
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. I'll say this to all of America right there in my single can. He makes a great Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
But he makes
agreed.
a shitty Batman.
Like I said, I don't think he's great. I just don't think he's as bad as what everyone wants to think.
Okay. Ben or George, who's better Batman?
Oh, George is by far my second favorite Batman, only to Michael Keaton.
Okay. We finally agree on something.
Yes.
Michael-
I love the George Clooney,
Yes.
Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone. Like, that Batman is fantastic.
Yeah, he got the one with...
It's campy.
Yeah, that's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
as Iceman.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun. And that's how I like Batman, is I like it with that, like, humor. I don't like the Christian Bales because they are so dark.
I know, they're so good.
I hate it. Not into it.
When the Clooney Batman came out,
Yeah.
I thought that...
You were going to marry Alicia Silverstone?
No. I thought that Robin...
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell. I thought they were going to keep him as Robin forever.
I really did too.
I thought you can switch out Batman's all you want to.
Nailed it.
We've got Robin, guys. We've got him. That's it.
And he never came back.
Never.
Nope.
Have they ever had another Robin after that? Was he the only
Not
ever
that
Robin?
I remember. I think so.
I mean, there was hints at who was not going to be Robin in the new trilogy, but that's whatever.
Yeah, I haven't dove into any of that yet.
When does this new Batman come out?
Oh, not soon enough. I'm very excited about it.
When does the new Batman come out? March 4th, 2022? It's less than a year?
Not soon enough.
Ugh.
Not soon enough.
Look at this face.
Anger. Anger, DC. Anger.
All right, let's bring it back to George and round
All
this
right.
out. What else we got? Yesterday,
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. Casamigos.
Casamigos.
Tequila.
Hey, I need to say something to George one more time.
Oh, here we
That's
go
your
again.
camera. George, listen, man to man, Silver Fox to, way older Silver Fox. I need you to bring the price of Casamigos down just a little bit. I need you to bring it down just a little bit. It's a ridiculously expensive tequila. It's very delicious. I get your price point. You already have a lot of money, so maybe just let the average, humble podcaster be able to afford it. That's
He
all I'm
doesn't own it anymore.
George.
He can't bring down the price. He doesn't own it.
I am terribly sorry for all the things that I just wasted your time telling you about Casamigos because I didn't know that you sold it. When
He
did
and
he
Randy.
sold it?
He and Randy Gerber sold it.
Randy is somebody, right? Randy is like...
Randy's married to Cindy Crawford, and he was also a giant hotel.
He's a giant hotel?
No,
Randy is a giant hotel.
I can't remember if he designed or what it was that he did with hotels. He was a hotelier, like opened up new hotels.
One would say perhaps a hotelier.
I call them hoteliers.
Well, is it a sommelier?
I super love that you make fun of how I talk on every episode.
Oh, I think she's being serious.
Awesome.
I think she's being serious.
Super awesome.
But I'm just joking around on the word
Yes.
hotelier or hotelier.
I can tell you in my world with all of my hotel travel agents, we call them hoteliers.
Okay.
We don't call them hoteliers.
Making a joke.
I'm going to call them hotel hoes. Hotel hoes. No, that's not nice. That's not right.
Nice. But here's something that you can't hear.
Hotelier.
You're correct. Hotelier.
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 Hotelier. Hotelier.
We got...
Well, okay, so get this. They sold it for $700 million with the ability to make $300 million more based upon sales. It's one of the largest.
So they got almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the largest sales of an independent liquor company.
That's the sale that just keeps on giving. It's like, go ahead and give us 7 now, and then
300 based on sales.
Who bought it?
Diageo, which is a giant, like liquor overhead, brand.
It says it right here. Too.
Yeah.
I was going to Google it.
I knew that because it is one of the companies I own stock in.
You own stock in Diageo?
I do.
Cool.
I pick smart.
Do you?
People love to drink. People are never going to not love to drink.
People are never going to not love to drink.
So, why not own stock in the most profitable liquor overhead company that there is?
Does George Clooney have any pets?
George Clooney, I love this so much. He bought a pot-bellied pig for, it was either his ex-wife or girlfriend. They broke up, and he kept the pot-bellied pig, Max, who lived for 18 years.
18 years?
18 years he had a pot-bellied pig.
You got one of her kids, she got you for 18 years?
18 years.
That was a little Kanye referencia.
Also, this was something that I found very interesting. Mm-hmm. You know Gavinator Handsome.
The Gavinator.
The Gavinator.
Yes. Governor Handsome.
Governor Handsome. Mm-hmm. So his wife, who is Jennifer, she refers to herself as the first partner.
Oh, I thought it was the Jennifer Nader.
I'll call her the Jennifer Nader.
The Jenner Nader.
She's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Anyways, first partner. George Clooney also dated her.
Dated or actually
No, dated. Dated.
Okay.
For a pretty lengthy amount of time. Before he went on to marry his human rights lawyer wife, Amal.
Are they still together?
What a badass. Yeah, they have twins. They have babies. Babies.
He's got young babies. How old was he
They're
when he
little.
had his kids?
They're like 3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I could have kids all the way up to 57.
You can have kids as long as your works. Because the one that needs to worry about it actually working is the woman.
Yeah.
Her plumbing has to be working properly.
Well, George, happy birthday, bud. We're proud of you. And
Don't ever die.
weird way to
I
end.
want him to live forever.
Maybe he will.
He's just fantastic. He's a good dude.
He's got enough money to live forever.
Should we cryogenically have him frozen?
Well, Mr. Freeze already
Protect him?
tried that in
Oh!
1996.
I love how you just brought that back down.
All right.
Back around.
Since it's not Friday, everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.